Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Off screen, I bought a boomerang. I had 299 coins when I got back to town. I sold my soldier's sword for 75, and the two clothes, like regular clothes that I picked up uh, in town here, just from rifing through people's stuff, for another 30. That got me 405, and I sold that moonwort bulb that I picked up uh, to put me up over to 420, which is the cost of the boomerang. So yeah, the boomerang is going to basically make the rest of this incredibly easy. These random battles are now nothing. At this point, it's also going to make navigating the upcoming dungeon incredibly easy. So that's nice. So let's go ahead and take out the remaining few monsters that we have to kill. Now, there are two monsters in this area that you have to visit the area they spawn in at a certain time of day, or they won't spawn. One of the ones we're going to kill now only spawns in daytime, and there's another one that spawns only at night. Let's see. So we need to head towards the red tree. So just kind of head over this way. I mean, look how easy these random battles have become. Yeah, I'm going to have that boomerang equipped for a very long time. Alright. I need to get down the road here. So I get my bearings and know where I'm going. Now, the creature we're going to fight over here is called the Automaton Aviator. So that's nice. And now that we've hit level 5, all of these infamous monsters that we're going to be fighting are going to be pretty easy. The reason I said that level 5 is probably a good safe level to fight the boss is because of the amount of MP you get. Remember, at level 4 I had 9 MP, which got me 4 castings of my heal spell. Well, now I have 7 castings because I got that additional 5 MP. So that's pretty good. You run into this guy and fight him. The Automaton Aviator. And this guy just cast Acceleratul a lot. He's already faster than us. It's kind of a waste. So I'm going to psych up. He also has pretty high defense. So I'm going to psych up twice and then attack him. So when you psych up, it goes up 5, 20, 50, and you have to actually psych up to a maximum of 50, like X number of times before it'll let you go up to super high tension of 100. Yep. Instead of doing the attrition game like I did with the short shooter, I generally like to psych up twice and just fucking blast that guy. Let me see. There is a treasure chest over this way. I think. I can never remember where the treasure chest is over here. I think it's to the south here. On the other side here. It's got some money in it. If you don't have enough money to get the boomerang, after if I didn't have enough money to get the boomerang after getting back from fighting the short shooter, I would have come over here, fought the Mecha Mina. Excuse me. The I think that's what the regular enemy's called. I would have fought the Automaton Aviator and then come over here and got the treasure chest and then went and got the boomerang. But I ended up with enough money, so I didn't have to. Oh, free leather hat. That's pretty nice, actually. I'm gonna equip that. That's not what I wanted to do. What game was I playing where start was the... Let's see. Might as well equip this. Yep. Get extra 2 points of defense. Anyway. So this game has a lot where, like, me doing this a lot, I find is, like, I'm still doing my grinding, or, excuse me, I'm still leveling up. It's not really grinding. It's more, if you do classify it as grinding, it's more productive grinding, because I'm actually out here doing stuff and just getting levels as a consequence, versus just running in circles and getting levels. Boomerangs are so good. I love boomerangs in the Dragon Quest series. Nice. Now, the hero actually, I mentioned that I'm putting all these points in fisticuffs because so Yangus can get an attack all skill called Thin Air. Is it Thin Air? Anyway, he gets an attack all skill. 3 of your forward party members can actually get the skill at 40 to 50-ish skill points in fisticuffs. It varies from character to character, but the hero is one of the characters that can get it. But I actually prefer going with boomerangs for the hero, because you can get a pretty good skill with only, I think, 18 points. Yeah, 18 points invested in boomerangs versus putting 40-something points into fisticuffs. I find it's also good to have various different kinds of skills, like in case somebody resists something. For example, the Thin Air skill is actually Whoosh Elemental, which is basically saying it's Wind Elemental, and Power Throw, which is what you get for getting 18 points in boomerangs, is not. It is just a physical attack. Well, technically it does have an attack, but it's basically a physical attack. The element is called is Grapple. Very few enemies in the game resist grapple damage. So let's go over here and fight the One Night Stand. How close it is to being dark. The other monster that's over here is behind this mountain, and you can only fight it at night. It's in this area right here, where I'm standing now. It's too stunned to move! Well, I'm just gonna murder it then. I murdered it in its face, you guys. Man, I need to save the game. I just realized I haven't saved it all. Probably should have done that while I was in town. But going to the priest is like kind of out of the way. It's like, I don't really want to do that. I'll save before I go to the next area. The enemies in the next area are a little, well, they're actually a lot harder. I'm going to be able to mitigate some of that by having the boomerang. If you don't have the boomerang, it's like, it's really hard. Alright, so let's use... Oh, I've already got good HP. That's good. So... I'll go fight the one night stand here. And then I'll run up to the top, give the guy his tools, get my reward, and then hopefully it'll be close to nighttime. So we're gonna psych up. Psych up. Ow. And now we're gonna murder him. He just loves Yangus, doesn't he? Alright, so he's dead. Let's heal up Yangus. And let's go to the top of the mountain. We are almost ready to go on with the story. I promise. I promise. There comes a point in the game where fighting all of the infamous monsters is just not worth it. But at this point in the game, it is worth killing all the infamous monsters as soon as you can to get their coins. So that when you get to a new area, you'll have expendable income. Just like if you want to buy something, you can sell a coin and get it. Your only other recourse is to go outside and grind for it, so, you know. Yeah, the boomerang completely wrecks this area of the game. And it's really good in the next area of the game as well. You're probably actually not meant to have the boomerang until the next area of the game, unless you just go out of your way and grind. But like I said, I disguised my grinding as going off and doing side quests. Right. So the way cheese works in this game is you have the mouse in your pocket, you feed him a piece of cheese, and depending on what kind of cheese it is, he basically casts a breath attack that does numerous things. For example, the plain cheese just causes him to belch out a standard breath attack, does, I don't know, 8 to like 12 points of damage against all enemies. So it's pretty good early game. I don't generally use it because I could get comparable damage out of my boomerang. But there are much more powerful cheeses. There's if you played any of the other Dragon Quest games where you know they have like cold breath and all that, you can actually get those breath attacks by, you know, using cheese, and they do a shit ton of damage. That said, you can only use like 3 cheeses in a single battle, so it's not like you can just sit there and spam cheese all day. Alright, let me see. How close to dark is it? Pretty close. Let me get off grid over here. Can stand. Wait a minute. Alright, it's nighttime now, so let's run over here. It's close enough to nighttime, I think, where the pain in the neck will spawn. There he is. Might even get to show off some of the nighttime enemies for you. Now that I am sufficiently strong, it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Now, this guy is a Draki. You actually meet Drakis in this area, in the place of slimes at night. They're pretty vanilla enemies. They just hit harder. That's the difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and heal myself and have you psych up. This guy's probably the most powerful of the infamous monsters in this area that you can actually take on at this point. Hackzilla is the most powerful one here, hands down. But there's absolutely no fucking way you could take that guy on. So, yeah. Psych up. Playing it pretty safe, yeah. Just gonna heal every turn. State of high tension. You have to get 50 tension like a bunch before it'll let you go to 100 tension. So now we're just gonna attack. Crush him. My dog is barking at something. I don't know what it is. If you hear him, I apologize. So, alright, now that we've done that, let's see. Go back to Fairbury, and I will meet you in at the entrance of the Waterfall Cave as soon as I stay at the inn. So I'll be right back.